Well, hi, everybody. Wow. It is so good. I cannot tell you to be up here and to see all of you here, and you're here to hear music. That's got to feel good, too. Yeah. we, this is a really, I feel like it's a magical sort of evening, and it's so special that we have these two wonderful artists with us. Both of them have actually been involved in our singer-songwriter competition. James Neary won our very first one in 2013. And Chris DuPont, we're trying to remember, I think it was 3 years ago you were involved. These guys are so talented and have been pursuing amazing careers. So I'm so thankful that they're here with us, and the fact that we're all here together in person. It's just really, really great. So this live performance. Anyway, the staff, the volunteers, it just feels so good to be here. So thank you. I'm glad you're part of this. Most of you already know, we've got Margaret Thompson. Margaret is going to give you a few sort of housekeeping guidelines. Okay.
Hi, everybody. Hi, who's excited to be here tonight? Woo! Yes! This is going to be a really fun night. And in order to make sure we're all continuing to have a fun night, I'm sure you've all seen a few of our signs. Just make sure to keep 6 feet between whoever you're around. Try to wear your mask when you're not in your pod, or even when you're in your pod and you're not having a glass of water or wine or food if you brought snacks. We do have a trash can over by the washroom, so if you do have trash, please make sure to dispose of it. And as far as an exit plan, we are going to make sure that we're kind of allowing or announcing sections so that everyone doesn't feel crowded to leave the space. We'll kind of say, okay, this section over on the left, you may exit, and but we'll get into more detail at the end of the show. And I do want to thank all of you for coming. I especially want to thank all our volunteers and staff for helping us put this together. It's always such a joy to be able to see patrons and have a show, and thank you so much. One other quick note, you might see a couple plastic signs with a little barcode on it. If you scan it, it will take you to a very special web page, and you can discover that, but it is our donation page. So if you're interested, I know I was trying to make it like a secret fun adventure thing, but it's our donation page. So if you would like to make a donation, you can scan one of those little boxes. You can come see me at the table after the show, and I'm more than happy to work with you. Okay.
I'd like to bring up a very, very special person. Chris Jabin he's founded a company called Dragonfly Advisors, and he is now a full-time Three Oaks resident with his wife there. And Chris loves the Acorn, as all of you and we do, and he is going to help us. He's a development consultant, and he's decided that he knows how special this organization is, and now that he's full-time resident, even more important to keep the Acorn not only surviving but thriving. So please welcome Chris Jabin. He's just going to say a few words for us.
Thank you, Sandra.
Oh, he's got it already.
Thank you. And I promise, only a few words. You don't need to hear from a fundraiser when we have these wonderful artists who are ready to entertain us for this wonderful evening. And Sandra, thank you. Your second time hosting Acorn Anywhere. This is a very special place, and how wonderful. My gosh, I was sitting over in the shade with my wife, and all of a sudden I looked out there and I'm like, oh my God, there's a bunch of people here. Where did they come from? Thank you all for being here. How very special. And yeah, I spent my career, 30 years in Chicago, supporting the arts, anywhere from lyric opera to Museum of Contemporary Art to the Shedd Aquarium and Brookfield Zoo, and to come here now and be part of this community. One of the things, quite frankly, that attracted us here was the Acorn. One of the facts that we're here is because this is a community committed to the arts, and we're grateful. We're so grateful to find such a warm and wonderful community, and we thank you for being here tonight to share and to support. And I hope you're all looking forward to this evening. I got to tell you, I was just telling James, I listened to some of his music online and was really blown away. And Chris, I've heard some of his music too, and we're so lucky. We're so lucky, Chris and James, to have you with us tonight. Who's interested in hearing these guys? Yeah? Let's hear it. Give it up for James and Chris. Yeah. We're going to have them up here in just 1 second. I've got to just say a couple more words, and then I'm going to be off the stage and on my way. I don't know. I think about this area. We brought our kids here for years, kind of Michiana, and I grew up in Grand Rapids. And so I'm a Michigander who went to Chicago, spent a career there, and now I'm home. And it feels so good to be home back in Michigan and to be at a place where there's this love for the land and a love for the art. And gosh, I just couldn't consider myself a luckier person. And my wife and I are looking forward to spending the remainder of our years, here and giving back to this community in any way we can. This is an organization that adds so much to this community, and I mean not just Three Oaks. I mean all of Harbor Country, and I'm not sure if you're all aware, but right now the company has been downsized to kind of just maintain, and even in that way, and I want to call out Tom Abramson, who's the president of the board. Tom, not sure where you are, Tom. Sandra, our fearless leader, who's just done a remarkable job, and even the other board members. Do we have other board members here this evening with us? Yes, please. And it's, stand and be recognized. You're doing such a remarkable job. Thank you so much for your service and your investment in this community and in this organization. Even right now, pared down to what it is, it's still a $17,000 run every month, just to kind of keep the organization going. It's $17,000. That really was quite remarkable for me to try to put my head around. And so what I want to help Sandra and Tom and the board do is find a way to support us for a while. And this is one way. Thank you so much for being here tonight. This is a huge boost, a huge benefit to the organization. We believe very much in fundraising, first and foremost, making friends and spreading the good word about this wonderful organization. And to look out and see all of you, gosh, it makes me feel so good. There's some really exciting plans in the works, and I'm not at liberty tonight to tell you. I hope you'll stick around and come back to a future event where we can tell you some of the things that are in the works. This is not an organization that is sleepy or quiet by any means. It has some really exciting, bold ideas for the future of the organization, the future of Three Oaks, the future of Harbor Country, the future of arts and education, community engagement. It's not just what happens within the walls of the Acorn, but also what happens out in the community. And you'll hear and see more of that. And I couldn't be more proud to see what they want to do with other community groups, with the schools, with the kids, to bring art education into the schools. I just think this is a very, very, very exciting time for the organization. And what you're helping us do right now by coming to Acorn Anywhere is you're helping us bridge this kind of gap between where we are today and when we can get back to perform in the house, in that lovely space that needs a little bit of tweaking, a little bit of renovating, a little bit of touch up, if you will, and we'll get to that one of these days. We'll tell you what we're going to do about it. In the meantime, we are so fortunate that we've got these guys with us tonight who have come out of the Acorn organization, who have been kind of, I say I discovered, but how cool to have this amazing talent right here in our own backyard and to be able to share it with all of you. The other thing I just want to mention real quickly, and I'm going to get out of here because I can't wait to hear these guys play, is that in addition to what it takes to support Acorn, do you know what they give back when it's functioning and really going full hilt? It is over $500,000 a year, $500,000 reinvestment back into the community. That's the economic impact this organization has. And so it's not just a great arts organization. It's not just a great place for all of us to come together as a community and celebrate and enjoy each other. It's a great investment in this community. And so I hope as we go forward, you'll listen and you'll be part of where we're going. It's a really exciting story. And like I said, I can't give you all the details tonight, but maybe a few concerts down the road, we can tell you a little bit more. As soon as Sandra and Tom say it's okay, I'm dying to tell you. And in the meantime, just know that this place is going. This place is growing. The Acorn is on its way. And thanks to you, you're wonderful friends. It's so wonderful to be here. Stay with us. Watch where we're going and watch where we're growing. Hey, and have a great time. And with that, I'm going to turn this over unless there's anything you guys want to say. And I think it's Chris that I have the honor, the great honor and privilege of introducing Chris DuPont to enjoy some wonderful music. Chris, it's all yours, man.
Thanks for that beautiful intro, Chris. Ooh. So I don't know about you, I'm just going to kind of take a moment and make sure this is happening. Man, I haven't made eye contact with more than 3 people at once in a while. So if I choose you and it gets awkward, I'm very sorry. My last public performance was on Valentine's Day, and it was Chris DuPont and Friends' worst Valentine's Day ever show. It sold out. It was the saddest show ever. It was full of very angry single people. And then the universe punished me for that, and all of you along with me. I was in an airport in Dallas on March 1st when I started to see the masks, and I'm like, what's going on? I haven't checked Facebook in about a week. So anyway, as you can see, I'm learning how to interact again, and I'm just so geeked that there's human beings in front of me, and this isn't Facebook Live, and I'm not looking at little clap emojis right now. Whew. So we're gonna get to know each other a bit, and I'm really thankful to be back with the Acorn community again. This is a community that's looked out for me in big ways for a long time, and I'm really honored to be here. So I'm gonna swap some stories with you and do my best to entertain you and warm this patio up for James Neary, who I'm a big fan of. I really can't wait to hear him too. But thanks for bringing your lawn chair and kicking back. It's gonna be great. This is a song called House. It's a song about leaving your house, which none of us have done. People kept asking for it at live streams, and the hook is get out of the house. I'm like, don't listen to this. But now you can. I hope you like this, guys.
I saw you staring at your feet, your personal silent retreat. Get on out of your mind, get on out of your mind. I've seen the road you drive along, I know the pain won't last for long. If you get this out of your mind, get on out of your mind. Turn your passion to a cage. Every time you see an empty page, get on out of that house, get on out of your house. You let your solitude prevail, you won't allow yourself to fail till you get on out of that house, get on out of your house. Stronger, you're far too much like me. But I know this heavy weight couldn't hold you down much longer. Just have a little grace, you're gonna be okay. The ones that you love are standing right by you. You might think that boy could do you fine. I still say you're wasting time, so you get on out of his reach. Now get the hell on out of his reach. Cause if you'll never give enough, then go find yourself some better love. You gotta get on out of his reach. Get on out of his reach. Begin to find yourself answering to someone else. So get on out of that house, get on out of your house. Cause you might see what you're looking for when you pack your bags, shut the door. You gotta get on out of that house, get on out of your house. You've seen no better times, wish that you were stronger. Not so much like me, the wayward brother. But I know this heavy weight couldn't hold you down much longer. Just have a little grace, you're gonna be okay. The ones that you love are standing right by for you, right by for you, standing right by for you. The ones that you love are standing right by for you. Oh, they saw you cry and shake with rage, but I see a lady coming of age. So get on out of that town, get on out of your town. Cause they can't say what you're gonna be if you get up off your ass and leave. You gotta get on out of that town, get on out of your house. You've seen your better times, you wish that you were stronger. You are too much like me, a wayward brother. But I know this heavy weight couldn't hold you down much longer. Just have a little grace, you're gonna be okay. The ones that you love are standing right by. The ones that you love are standing right by. The ones that you love are standing right by for you.
Oh God, there's people. They can see me from the waist down too. I'm wearing pants. Is anyone else working from Zoom right now? Yeah? Oh. I'm teaching kids guitar on Zoom right now. It's hilarious. I actually have to get better. Third finger, fourth fret, fifth. I don't actually know what I'm saying. I'm just saying things over Zoom. If you want lessons from me, don't. I'm terrible. That's how I'm surviving though. Is anyone else doing that? You know, with your bathrobe, your boxer shorts, going to the meetings? Yeah? Oh, I see it. This is a song called Forgiveness. It was an iTunes hot track. I've never had anything called hot or a track till that day. It's a song for anyone who's ever had a family of any kind. Here you go.
All the memories been weighing down on me heavily, clouded by the lies that I believed. I've carried them long. and I can fight. I can barely get myself to sleep at night, digging through the memory to see your side. I still think you're wrong, but if there's no forgiveness, how am I gonna get any rest? With a ghost in my head, winding me tight to shallow breath. If the words that you said didn't have to be what you meant, maybe I could live with it. I wanna tell the truth, lay it on the table there in front of you. Look upon the pile of damaged goods that you claim you never knew. I wanna make you hurt, let you feel the gravity in every word. I could give a lesson that you should have learned, but what kind of good will that do? 'Cause if there's no forgiveness, how am I gonna get any rest? With a ghost in my head, winding me tight to shallow bed. If the words that you said didn't have to be what you meant, maybe I could live with it. Or maybe I could live with it. And if there's no forgiveness, I'm never gonna get any rest. With the ghost in my head, winding me tight to hollow chest. If the words you said didn't have to be what you meant, maybe I could live with it. Or maybe I could live with it. Maybe I could live with it. Thank you.
I was just gonna see by a show of hands, has anyone not seen me do this thing before? Oh, okay. So this is a brand new song from 2012. This is so cool. I love this. Thank you guys so much. It's amazing to play for a lot of people that have not seen what you do, and yet they bring their lawn chair and they hang. That is so cool. It's a gift to me, especially again after looking at my iMac for 4 months, doing the Facebook Live shows. So I wrote this a while ago. When I'm trying to beat writer's block, I try to grab something that's public domain and get inspired, whether it's like an old poet or something like that. And one thing I had to do for school was I had to play this really weird board game about Ulysses S. Grant. This was U of M. We're weird over there, and I had to take an artifact from his life and turn it into a piece of art. And I got one of his love letters, and man, the guy was not just a tactical genius. He could write a friggin' love letter, like take note, making your Tinder profile or whatever. And he wrote these gorgeous letters that were just, and he mentioned his in-laws and everything, some good courtship. And so I was really inspired and took his words and put some chords on it. Ended up sticking. So this is Dearest Julia. The words are not mine. I'm not that romantic. But there's a cool version of this on YouTube that's kind of a rumpus of me and about 8 people in someone's basement playing it if you want to check it out again. But kind of a little time capsule. This is Dearest Julia.
Remember me affectionately to your father and mother, Miss Ellen and Emmy. Write to me often, Julia. I always get your letters, and I'll write again as soon as the army makes another halt. Has your pa ever said anything more about our engagement? My dearest Julia, how very long it seems since we were together, and still our march is onward, Julia. Our march is onward, Julia. Ooh. My dearest, don't you think a soldier's life a hard one? But after every storm there must be a calm. This war must end sometime, with the army scattered to occupy different places, and I will be satisfied with any place that I can have you with me. My dearest Julia, how very long it seems since we were together, and still our march is onward, Julia. Our march is onward, my dearest Julia, how very long it seems since we were together, and still our march is onward, Julia. Our march is onward, Julia. Ooh, 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 our march is onward, Julia.
It's so delightful, you guys. Thank you for your presence. This is great. I don't know how many singer-songwriters you know, but we one of the big precursors of the job. I mean, we deal in feelings, so we have no boundaries. So I'm really, social distancing is good because I would probably just be hugging everybody like in the middle of the set. But speaking of no boundaries, I want to tell you guys why that song is hard to sing. So I don't do songs with names in them anymore, because guess who's there's only one Julia in my life, and it actually is my therapist. And when I got referred to therapist Julia, I was like, this is never gonna work. I was singing to you in my head. It's creepy. Oh, we're not together anymore. It didn't work out. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Before I go too far, I want to thank Evan and Glenn for teching. Thank you guys so much. It sounds amazing right now. These guys are gems. And Tom and Margaret and Sandra, thank you guys so much for everything that you do. I want to tell you guys, is Sandra here right now? So Sandra is not just a great venue curator. She's also kind of my guardian angel. She has been tossing out cool opportunities to me for a long time. And not only that, but she sometimes goes to my shows that are not at the Acorn. If I ran a venue, I'd be like, I am not going to a show. I'm going to bed. I'm going to go watch some Dark Crystal for the third time in my undies and sleep. I'm not going to, and Sandra doesn't do that. I don't know what you do now, but like she literally went to a handful of my shows just to see what I'm doing, and it's just very special. She's one of those few people in the music world that's kind of just been looking after me. So thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you guys all for just supporting her and this great organization. You have to really love live music to be like, we can't shut the venue down. Come to my house. I wouldn't do that. Thank you. This is huge. And thank you all for wanting to do this and for, we're all being a great team right now, guys. Like, we got our masks on and our Sani, and we're not being punks. This is great. Just stalling while I tune. But I'm going to do a Dylan tune here for you. So I think you can like sing under your breath. I've heard that full-on congregational singing such as church will kill you. Churches aren't listening to that, but it's true. So you can like whisper sing like I do. And has anyone seen this? There's also kind of this meme going around that on roller coasters you're supposed to scream in your heart. Has anyone seen that yet? Yeah. I think we're going to get that on t-shirts. But if you want to sing in your heart with Dylan, just kind of get your inner Dylan on, Just think someone just offered you a Nobel Prize. You're not going to show it to pick it up. No.
Said it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. No, it ain't no use to sit and wonder why, babe, it don't matter anyhow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out of your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Said it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. It's a light I never known. It ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. I keep wishing there was something you might do or say to make me wanna change my mind and stay. We never did all that much talking anyway. But don't think twice, it's alright. Said it ain't no use in calling out my name, gal, like you never did before. No, it ain't no use in calling out my name, baby. I can't hear you anymore. I've been thinking and walking, wandering down the road. Once loved a woman, she's a child, I'm told. Wanted my heart, but I gave her my soul. But don't think twice, it's alright. Been traveling down that long, lonesome road, babe. Where I'm bound, I can't tell. But goodbye is too good of a word, babe. So I'll just say fare thee well. Now I ain't say you treated me unkind. Could have done better, I don't mind. It just sort of wasted my precious time. But don't think twice, it's alright.
Thank you. So during the months of spring, I finished my album. I figured, well, I can't really go anywhere. I have a computer and I have an expensive microphone, and so I wrapped it up all by my onesies. I'm not sure if you guys. There's a cool band called Francis Luca Chord. Yes, I hear some ears perking up. They're a cool band. Played it on the Acorn a number of times. I've toured with them a number of times, and one of their singers, Nick, is my producer. He's sort of my spiritual director, if you will, to make sure I'm staying on the path. And he also is mixing the album right now, and it's gonna be like the weepiest bangers you've ever heard. I really can't wait for you guys to hear it. So it's been a very productive time of isolation for me. This is a song off that record. The song's called Jacket. It's about one of those moments where two friends are kind of thinking of each other and having dreams about each other, where that friend tells you to call them and then you don't do it and then they call you first. That happens to me a lot, and so this is sort of an ode to the weirdness of those connections.
I keep my jacket on. They don't want me when you're gone. I never kept a friend for long, but I began to want to on the day that I stumbled upon you. Soaking at the back, pretty fury dressed in black. I don't presume to walk your path, but if nobody's worthy, all is play and nothing is dirty. Night well spent, I'm your well of good intent, none of it grown or provident, but were you bound to find me like a fortune in her own timing? We gave in to happenstance, and we barely spoken since. Dear, I am sad and unconvinced I was ever good to you. But you were by and nothing alarms you.
Thank you guys so much. I have just a couple more for you. And then I can't wait to get the heck off this patio and make some noise for James Neary. Who's excited for that? Yeah. If you like what you hear, I've got stuff. First off, my stuff is already in your phone if you have Spotify. So if you don't have any money, you can just spin it. And Mom will be proud that my numbers are going up. But if you want to get any things, I have CDs. I do have a cassette if you drive old Hondas like I do. The cassette's not a fast seller, but I'm not giving up yet. And I have a vinyl if you want to spin it at home in bed with your coffee. Oh man, this is spooky. Remember how I told you all my songs are brand new if you've just met me? I actually wrote this on Monday, so I'm terrified, straight up. I hope you like it. This is new. We'll see if it's good. It can be my focus group, all right? This song's called Aviator.
Home is the heart of a woman who's never been home. So I kept an ache alive deep in the marrow. The distance can make you fonder or call me unwell. How violently you remove yourself. Goddamn the January, alone in my apartment, held up in the spaces where it started. My blood runs cold at the sight of your name on my phone, incapable of leaving me alone. Queen, my little aviator waving through a screen. I suspend belief. My friend, my confidant, I don't want to keep you back from getting what you want. You don't gotta see my grief. My breathing's a little bit labored, it has not recovered. You leave after you hold me like a lover. And baby, you know that I'm mangled, so don't apologize. If you won't stay, you gotta let it die. Spread out, my little queen, my little aviator waving through a screen. I suspend belief. My friend, my confidant, I don't want to keep you back from getting what you want. You don't gotta see my grief. Spread out, my little queen, my little aviator waving through a screen. I suspend belief. My muse, my confidant, I don't want to keep you back from getting what you want. You don't gotta see my grief. You don't gotta see my grief.
Thank you. Thank you, focus group. We'll keep it a little longer. We'll see if Mom likes it. That's the ultimate test. So speaking of which, I have to tell another story so I can tune. Has anyone ever been to Cracker Barrel? Yeah. You guys don't seem like the Cracker Barrel bunch. I don't know. Well, when I was on tour with Francis Luca Cord, don't tell anybody, but one of those bands, and it wasn't me, who thought we should do like 8 shows in Iowa. I don't know. There's not a lot to do in Iowa, but there are lots of shows to play between the cornfields. And you can eat at Cracker Barrel. That's a thing you can do in Iowa, which is good. And so one of my bandmates, my drummer, has a habit. He has to buy something everywhere, whether it's a gas station or like a t-shirt. I got so many t-shirts because he just bought me things, like souvenir things. And we decided we would teach ourselves to play the harmonica. So we bought like the $5 Cracker Barrel harmonica, right? That's what you do. Everyone does that. You buy one and learn how to play the harmonica. And my dad is a big supporter of what I do, and he got really tired of hearing how bad my $5 harmonica sounded. So this Christmas, Pops came through for me, and we have a real harmonica today that I haven't earned yet. Yeah, if you guys, if you're ever like just feeling, again, the writer's block, you can read some poetry. You can just go to Cracker Barrel and buy some things, and it really might spark the inspiration. This song I'm excited about. This is a song called Sandpaper Hymn, and it's on my new record. And I really want to talk a little bit just briefly about this story. It's a song about loss. Most of my music is about grief and loss. I'm a very chipper person, as you can see. But especially during this year of 2020, I've seen so many people lose things. I've lost things, whether that's I've seen people lose partnerships because, hey, we're stuck together and it's hard to get along. I've seen friendships fall apart. I've seen careers fall apart. I've seen financial stability fall apart. I've seen artists put thousands of dollars into records and tours and have to cancel all of it. So thank you all, for one thing, for being supporters of what musicians do and helping us to continue to do what we do. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. But as a singer who sits around in his feelings thinking about loss, I decided one day I have a choice. I can turn into a grumpy old man, or I can be made better. And so I imagined if you're ever going through one of those years of grief, it's almost like someone, like the divine, has like a sanding block and they're just taking things off of you. And I thought, maybe that's not so bad. Maybe if the corners get a little bit cleaned off, maybe I won't snag people when I walk by. So that's what this song is about. It's called Sandpaper Hymn. It's about anyone who's ever experienced a loss, and I hope it does something for you. Featuring Chris's dad's real harmonica. I'm sorry, y'all. It just won't do. Can we just take a second? So this guitar has been through a lot. She was a curb alert. She's been decapitated at least once. And it's also 100 degrees. So we're just going to be merciful to her because she's really doing a good job of not exploding in my hands right now. My luthier friend built this. I traded him a 2001 Hyundai Elantra. It doesn't run anymore. The guitar is still doing okay. Oh, okay, there we go. That's gonna work. Thank you for your patience.
What is this feeling hovering over that follows me to bed? The coldest of fingers pressing my lips, a fist upon my head. Call me a liability from the start. I thought that I could bring you more than the sum of our troubled parts. Lately I'm keeping just out of reach of friends who want to help me, 'cause I know they see me for what I am, but have no heart to tell me I am the circularity of my father's speech. Flashes of a mother's rage, let every water breathe. History's nothing more than the tales we choose to tell ourselves. Then why have you discarded every page of things that I did well? Oh, never care what's coming out your mouth. Let condescending words be smoothed out. If every footfall is jarred in our little frames, then who will bend our stooping spines back to their proper shape? Maybe this famine hinges to feast and nourish what is dying. You can't preserve me out in the cold just 'cause you won't decide. Would someone tell me my labor is complete? Give a mathematics for the day to choose defeat. I swear to God I'm learning to shut my mouth. Let every splintered corner be sanded clean and round.
Thank you guys again for this was such a fabulous first crowd of more than 3 people show. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Sandra, for the opportunity, and thank you all for joining me and James. This is a really special moment for both of us. We haven't done this in a while. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just gonna blame quarantine for the fact that I had the thing on backwards. It's I'm just dusting it off, you know. getting our dancing shoes back on. The song's in drop D tuning. I used to be in a heavy metal band, as you can see by everything about me. The song's called Retrieve. And this is a song about belief. I think that if someone is ever suffering or bringing a painful story to me, may my posture always be one of belief and advocacy. That is my stance and my hope. This is a song about that. And it'll be the first single off my new record. If you like what you hear, please keep in touch. I'm all over the socials and all that within reason. I'm pretty funny on Instagram. If you want to see my 2-year-old singing these songs, you can follow me. It's adorable. Chris DuPont, thank you guys so much for being with me. I'm really looking forward to hearing James and seeing all your faces again, hopefully indoors sometime within the next half a decade.
From the day you found me, you're carved from the stone of a mountainside. Your knuckles are twisted from keeping your fist tight. Dear, let me stay beside you when the creases spread along your brow. Separate the bloodlines and weigh your body down. Whatever you want to tell me, I believe it. Come to think your worth is gone, we may retrieve it, yeah. I don't have a decent answer why the shadows cling to the best of us, or who can partake in the breaking your trust. But I'll pour you a glass of water when your teeth are red from licking your wounds. There is no shame in grieving what's taken far too soon. So whatever you want to tell me, I believe it. Come to think your worth is gone, we may retrieve it, yeah. There's a fullness beyond fatigue. No, nothing is clean if you choose to love. I didn't anticipate the ways I'd be undone. But on the other side of a breakdown is a silver lining for you, darling. When everything that died in you is fertile in your garden. Whatever you want to tell me, I believe it. You come to think your worth is gone, we may retrieve it, yeah. Nobody bleeds the same, no one denies your pain, believe it. Nobody bleeds the same, no one denies your pain.
Thank you so much, everybody. Love you very much. Please keep in touch and give a very warm welcome to James Neary. Thank you.
Chris, thank you. It is such a pleasure to hear you. It's such a pleasure to have you here. All right,
Thanks for looking out for me.
thank you. Hey, anytime, my pleasure. So something well, I'm going to ask this question. How many of you know out there that we are a nonprofit? Good, great, all right. So what does that mean? It means this. The Acorn was started in 2003 as a for-profit. As of 2014, a small theater like this in Three Oaks, it's just too hard to do as a for-profit, and the owners were ready to close the doors. So that's where the nonprofit organization decided we formed to keep the theater open, and the part of being the nonprofit is we get to depend on you all for support. So that's how we keep going, and that's how we're going to continue to go. It's been such a special journey for me too. So I started in 2013, so it's being a part of that transition in nonprofit. And Chris, when you talk about fundraising, that's I feel like we have just so many friends, just keeps expanding. So thanks again for being here. Right, we have merch. The artists have merch, and Acorn has merch. The artists are just taking cash tonight, but Margaret over there can take care of your transactions. Also, the rooters, they gave us these gorgeous flowers, the baskets there, and then the geraniums over there. And if you would like to donate to the Acorn, $40 will get you one of those gorgeous baskets, and $20 will get you a gorgeous geranium. So consider that. So thank you on the rooters. Okay, James, are you about ready? You guys ready for James Neary? Yeah. All right. So James, as I already said, he was the winner of our first singer-songwriter competition. And I have to tell you while he's getting up here how I met James. So it was early on. I started in early 2013. We had open mics. We love our open mics. It was very, very late at night. I'm sitting in the back row, exhausted, falling asleep. And all of a sudden, this gentleman walks up on the stage. I can't see his eyes. He's got a hat down to here. He's not going to talk in the microphone because he told me later he had terrific stage fright at that time. He only liked to play at the end of open mics because nobody was there anymore. They'd all left, so he'd get up and that's when he'd perform. Needless to say, so I'm literally, it could have been even 11:30 at night. He starts to sing and my eyes I could not believe what I was hearing. I studied classical voice. I taught classical voice. This guy's voice, oh my God, did it wake me up. And so exciting that he decided to enter the singer-songwriter competition and then really has made a go of being in music and started a band, and he's writing music all the time. So it is a thrill to introduce James Neary to our stage. James, take it away.
Briefly. Hey, there we go. Check, check, check. I mean, if it didn't, I can be loud, but I'd prefer a little bit of nuance. Play 'em. Also gush about
how grateful I am to be playing a live show. We've done the streaming thing for a little bit, but nothing replaces real people and real feedback and, you know, an actual energy of a crowd. And I'm so grateful that you all decided to come out here tonight. I'm also normally a little more dressed up than I am right now, but it's hot. And I'm just gonna chalk it up to it's hot. It's also doing a number on these wooden instruments on stage here. We'll tune the violin when we decide to get to it. Gotcha. Actually, it was me. I got me. All right. I'm going to start things off with one of the first things that me and my band wrote together. We have some EPs available. And the first EP that we wrote is the red one, which is all passionate and kind of reckless in a way. But this song might have been some of the truest songwriting to come out of especially those earliest days. Pardon me, I can see you. And God, are you lonely? I was home, wasting daylight. Feel it ain't right, being lonely. Now I know it's not much right before me. Please don't ignore me before you go. Oh, before you go, oh, before you go. Read my eyes and read me. Oh, I've been ready for my heart beating steady. Oh, but please, just say you will. Oh, I'm so unprepared, and my heart is so scared. Oh, but please, say you will. Pardon me, it was nice to meet you. My one and only. I was home, chasing daylight. Feel it ain't right, being lonely. Now I know it's not much, I might be mourning or senselessly hoping before you go. And I know that you know that I know that you know. Read my eyes, read me. Oh, I've been ready for my heart beating steady. Oh, but please, just say you will.
pardon me every time I see you. Oh God, I'm so lonely. Oh, I've been ready for my heart beating steady. Oh, but please, just say you will. Oh, I'm so unprepared, and my heart is so scared. Oh, but please, say you will. Thank you, folks. Woo. Man, sun's down, it's still hot. Dadgum. This song is not recorded anywhere yet. It's been out for a hot minute. I probably should put it somewhere. You'll hear it here. Let me tell you a story with a familiar ring. You've heard it all before. When I broke the silence and sing, well, you couldn't listen hard enough, and you won't listen now. So I lean into the microphone and hope I turn it up too loud, because the only thing that surprised me now is if you spewed your lies faster. 'Cause I'm a young gun, oh, and you're just mileage. Keep trying to inject your agenda now, but 13 years was a hell of a time to keep your head down. But now I've got some years to spend. But you're set in your ways, you got a habit of being bad, and I know that you will never change, because the only thing that surprised me now is if you spewed your bullshit faster. Oh, 'cause I'm a young gun, oh, and you're just my but Lord knows you've got your therapy, so don't you dare play with mine. When your veins are filled with thought of your kaleidoscopes of lies. But I caught on to you so long ago, I'll keep you satisfied. Because the only thing that surprised me now is if you spewed your bullshit faster. 'Cause I'm a young gun, just because the only thing that surprised me now is if you spilled your bullshit faster. 'Cause I'm a young gun, and you're just Thank you. That song is called myelin, M-Y-E-L-I-N, and I wrote it about it's a chemical that insulates neurons. Like as you get older, neural pathways that are traveled most frequently become, the term is myelinated. So they're covered in this insulator, and it, you know, if you recall certain memories or have certain skills that you often come back to, that pathway gets myelinated so that it, you know, it's faster, but you can't branch
new connections from it. So it's kind of this play on, you know, you've been this way for too long, and now you won't change because you're myelinated. I'm still young, and you're just myelin. This song is about distance and trying to close it at perhaps any and all costs. It's called Astronaut. You told me once before you'd sweep me off my feet. You told me once before you would take me home. Well, I laced my shoes and burned all of the candles out. But now my eyes are burning bright. But will you settle for mine? Lay your eyes down here, and let their gravity sweep the news. Lie through silver tongues and apathy, because the white watch win. You clenched your teeth as I opened mine, and now our stars burning out, draped in everything we built. It took a day, a week, a lifetime to decorate this salty floor, but now they gaze through mirrors. But will they settle for light? So lay your eyes down here, let their gravity sweep the news, and lie through silver tongues and apathy, because the whites watch wins. We're washed away, we levitate. 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 Lay your eyes down here, and let their gravity sweep the news, and lie through silver tongues and apathy, because the white watch wins. So lay your eyes down here, and let their gravity sweep the news, and lie
'cause the white wash wins. Thank you. This one is recorded. I don't have the CDs on me because right now I'm pushing the band stuff. We're called James Neary and the Bevy Blue. You should look us up or pick up a CD. They're over there. They're worth whatever you want to pay for 'em. Literally anything. I accept all denominations, including zero. But if you want to hear this recorded, it has some really nice string harmonies and such, recorded at in Jim Pedrick's basement. The song is called Lighthouse. Drop my feet down below hard concrete, under snow, a lightning bolt in my mind. I work too hard to be this blind. Open eyes, open hearts, kick my chest and take me down on my feet, on the floor. I don't need to see much more. So call the tides to wipe away your name in all the sands, and tell the boats to come to stay, and bring the sailors to the land. And just as I am like the moon behind the scenes to push the seas, you're the lighthouse on too soon to push it all away from me. A letter sent, days in wait, watch the fleet every day. A lightning bolt far away, gone too soon with hell to pay. She waits at home all alone and waits for me to ring the phone. Arms around a stranger's neck, breaking hearts in my bed. So call the tides to wipe away your name in all the sands, and Tell the boats to come to stay, and bring the sailors to the land. And just as I am like the moon behind the scenes to push the seas, you're the lighthouse on too soon to push it all away from me. So call the tides to wipe away your name in all the sands, and tell the boats to come to stay, and bring the sailors to the land. And just as I am like the moon behind the scenes to push the seas, you're the lighthouse on too soon to push it all away from me. Thank you. Let's brighten things up a little bit, huh? Let's get it in the right key first. There we go. Don't take this song literally, because social distancing is still a thing. But a little togetherness is something we could all use. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, and the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. And darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Thank you. Also, don't quite stand by me. 6 feet minimum, please. This is another song that I wrote with the band. This will be on the upcoming album that
was going to come out in August until COVID struck and then interrupted our sweet recording sesh, which is a little unfortunate, but you know, you play with the cards you dealt, and I think we're holding up just fine. Looks like all y'all out there are safe and healthy, and we're still doing shows, and we're accommodating and evolving, and it's pretty cool. The song is called, oh, sure, small clap, that's fine. This song is called Constellation. It's worth the strain I can hold behind my eyes. And I pace my room to recognize it's not so often I can fly without you, but I let my pupils dilate around you. So I'll drift your way if you drift mine, and if we fall, we might collide. But what's another point left in space if not just the stroke we need for this hopeful constellation to be guaranteed? So come, I waited almost half this rosy life just to make you real, or to have and hold. But something's got my feet off the ground, or my lips will tell me now, here lies my soul. It's worth the wait, all the reading that I do. When I take the old and make it new, but it's not so often I can fly without you. But those folded corners caught my eye. Have I found you? Ooh. So I'll drift your way if you drift mine, and if we fall, we might collide. But what's another point left in space if not just the stroke we need for this hopeful constellation to be guaranteed? So come, I waited almost half this rosy life just to make you real, or to have and hold with something that's got my feet off the ground. Oh, my lips will tell me now, here lies my soul. So I'll drift your way if you drift mine, and if we fall, we might collide. But what's another point left in space if not just the stroke we need for this hopeful constellation to be guaranteed? So come, I've waited almost half this rosy life just to make you real, or to have and hold. But something's got my feet off the ground. My lips will tell me now, here lies my soul. Thank you. We'll do it in this key. I feel like I'm not quite, but close to contractually obligated to play this song every time I'm at the Acorn, and this is Acorn Everywhere, so.
So you drag my bones to a place like this, where the teeth hit the teeth and nails dig into my fist. I bit my tongue for far too long. I bit it so damn hard that the damn thing's almost gone. So you say to the piper to let it all loose. Oh, but the fact of the matter is that I held it in for you. So we'll tell the nightmare wandering around that he'd better watch it where he sleeps. And after the sun goes down, we're all just cutting teeth. So you drag my mind to a place of hate, where the fist meets the skin and savagery awaits. You can pull my punches all you want, but you can never silence the flame of a heart that's been wronged. So I told the mystics their practice was a noose. Oh, but the fact of the matter is you can never kill the truth. No, we told the nightmare wandering around that he better watch it where he sleeps. Yeah. And after the sun goes down, we're all just cutting teeth. Oh, we're all just cutting teeth. So I brought him to the place where the winds had cut into, and I tied him by the waist to a place he already knew. As the masses spoke their pains, I felt a smile as it grew. And as the place went up in flames, we heard a scream that shot right through. So we got the nightmare all down, and the bird that he slaves. And now we're wandering around, oh, cutting teeth. And so we got the nightmare all down, and the bird that he sleeps. But after the sun goes down, we're all just cutting teeth. Thank you. I'm gonna bump straight into this one's on the Red EP, and I've always liked doing this one by myself instead of with the band. She doesn't lay down for miracles, but she's got contusions in spades. Well, she's not that color by her own mistakes. You should have seen the other guy. Every night pick a fight, miracles. Well, demons every day, demons every day. Well, she's not ignited here by her own mistakes. I don't want to tear you up no more. I want the whole goddamn thing. Well, cooler heads prevail here, but she'll be saving hers for better days. Hard to stay straight in, but she's the sun. The day is made, the day is made, the day is made, the day is made. Every night pick a fight with all of her miracles. The stars are never far away.
like the video with all the turkeys in an enclosure where the guy walks up, he's like, "Boo," and then they'll all, woo! I love it. I think I got time enough for one more tune, and then we're gonna get Chris DuPont back up here. We're gonna do a couple of songs together for you. I sing a lot of depressing stuff, and this is kind of the song is the palate cleanser. Because sometimes it's hard to remember. This is the world we get. It's the only one we got. We do the best we can. And despite everything, we trudge forward. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day, dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, they're also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? What they're really saying is, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn so much more than I will ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is James Neary. I'm so grateful that you all decided to come out and enjoy some live music tonight. Thank you. Are you ready? All right. I'll scoot over and make some room for you. Chris DuPont, everybody! I'll scoot over. I got some. Here we go. What do you want to start
good?
with?
What do we do? What if we did Evergreen and then closed with?
Okay, you know what? I'm down with that.
Check.
Pardon me for just a minute.
Thank you. Is that about where it was? Cool. How about James Neary? Holy hell.
Thank you.
So James was kind enough to learn, maybe just a touch last, thanks man, one of my songs, and we're going to do that together, and then we're going to close with something that I think y'all know, and he's going to bring the house down. This song's called Evergreen, and I wrote this, I used to write a lot about the seasons in Michigan, about like, we kind of watched the world die for 9 or 10 months, and then come alive again for the summer. And I stopped doing that. It got a little old because it just keeps happening, and I keep not moving away, so I'm just going to keep using this one. But especially as I kind of watched, people isolate and watched kind of friendships and relationships and jobs dissipate and people just, we're all kind of losing our social skills. Like we're forgetting how to drive in the Kroger parking lot. It's hard. And so this is a song about really hoping for the world to get made new again with the coming of spring. And this spring, we saw that happen with the weather, but not as much with the world. But it's just a hope that I still keep. So I hope you guys get something out of that. And I just want to just applaud this not only beautifully talented, but beautifully kind person. I was like, hey, man, would you learn my hardest violin song today? He's like, uh-huh, and crushed it. So I'm really happy that you guys get to hear it this way with James. Thank you.
Honored to be a part of it. We'll talk after. Could y'all hear the violin okay?
Do not fret, my love, when the leaves are gone, decaying beneath the blanket of ice that we tread upon. Do not fret, my love, when the trees are quiet and all of the birds bands in the north, leaving us here to abide it. Do not fret, my love, let the gray sun rise. Light so diffuse and dilute used to your tired eyes. Do not fret, my love, when the night comes quick. If you'll take my hand, we'll find us a way to get lost in it. This place will be made new before your eyes. This place will be made new soon as it dies. Do not fret, my love, when the streams go still. They learn to run swiftly again when they find their will. Do not fret, my love, endure with me. We stand through it all, sturdy and tall as the evergreen. This place will be made new before your eyes. This place will be made new soon as it dies. This place will be made new before your eyes. This place will be made new soon as it dies.
was fun.
Let's do that again.
I agree.
Let's take it on the road. 2024.
When the road is a thing again, I would love to. If you know it, sing along quietly. She packed my bags last night, pre-flight. 0 hour at 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's pretty lonely out in space on such a timeless flight. Gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone.
Touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. No, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise your kids. In fact, it's cold as hell. There's no one there to raise them if you did. All this science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. I'm a rocket man. Oh, I am a rocket man. Gonna be a long, long time. Touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. No, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, 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 I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
It's gonna be a long, long time.
And I think it's gonna be a long,
long time.
I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
Chris DuPont, ladies and gentlemen.
James Neary, love you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Acorn. Thank all of you.
You guys were amazing. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We have just a, oh gosh. You guys were awesome. Thank you. We're going to bring Tom Rabb up here as Director of Operations. He's going to tell us how we are exiting tonight. We do want to let you guys know, though, if you want to stay for a little bit and enjoy the beautiful Chinese lanterns that just lit up and all of our candles that we just finished lighting, we'd love to have you stay for a bit, so feel free. Otherwise, if you are planning to leave, Tom Rabb. You guys give Tom Rabb a hand here.
Hello, thanks for coming. I don't think anybody's blocked in. We just want to avoid a mad rush to the parking lot. So we're going to start dismissing with this outside row. If you want to leave, you can go ahead. Please put your mask back on when you're walking to the car. If you do need help getting out of the parking lot, one of the attendants will be there shortly to direct you. Then we'll just dismiss you a row at a time. If you could just wait in your seats, we would appreciate it. Jim, can you go out in the parking lot in case people need help? Okay, the second row in can leave.